Hey, we've all been there. You feel stuck, or maybe you're bored with your current gear, and you think to yourself, maybe if I upgrade to a new lens or a new lighting system, it's going to finally make that difference I've been looking for. Well, I hate to break it to you, but after you get that expensive purchase, there's a good chance that same feeling will creep right back on in, just as your bank account is starting to recover from that last beating it took. But I have good news. It doesn't have to be this way. So let's face it, deep down we know that burning a hole right through our credit limit won't solve our issue when it comes to the need to get something extra out of our photography. But you know what I found helps a lot is actually going out and shooting. Now, I'm not talking about just going to your normal spots and going into your normal thing. I'm talking make it a special trip. Book some time off of work or, take some time off, whatever you're doing. Go an hour, 2 hours away from home and actually make a whole day of it. Try and do something that maybe you've never done before or a location that you've never shot at. Make it exciting. Feel that need to use the gear that you already have in a fun and interesting way. That'll give you way more excitement when it comes to photography or videography than buying something else and then going back to your same location and doing the exact same thing with this brand new piece of gear that will give you maybe marginally better results, maybe a little more reach, maybe a little more brightness, a little lower f-stop. That's what I found helped me a lot. It puts a new perspective on things. It gives you an experience that you would have never normally done at a fraction of the price. Have you ever done this before or done something similar? Leave a comment below on what you've actually done or a place you've been that you never were before. And that way we can give ideas to each other and maybe make the comment section a spot where people can gain knowledge from. So what if that need doesn't go away? What if you've done this maybe a few times and you still have that need? You need to spend your money. Well, I'm going to offer you an alternative. And why don't you take some of those photos that are sitting in your hard drive just rotting away and make a physical print. Make a coffee table book so when you have family or friends come over, they can flip through some of the photos you've done instead of just scrolling past it on Facebook or Instagram. This gives a tangible feeling to the work that you put into photography and really allows people to appreciate it. Or what I've done before is I turn it into something like a calendar. So when about a year into my photography, I made a calendar of some different abandoned barns or farm equipment, abandoned buildings, and I turned it into art that people could see all throughout the year. And I tacked it onto a good cause. I think one of the biggest shames of now living in this digital age is not printing off your stuff and having it. It almost defeats the purpose in a sense. I mean, people can see it if you post it online, but what's better than seeing a big print on the wall or something that people could flip through, maybe photos of your family, a photo album, a new one, not something that maybe your parents had passed down to you. It's really almost a lost thing nowadays because people don't have disposable cameras or any sort of film where they actually have to go and get developed just to see what they did. And so bringing that back, I think, is a really great idea instead of spending your money on a new lens or something similar like that. So another good way, and you could probably argue this comes before my previous tip, is maybe you're new into photography or you understand the basics. You've done lots of YouTube or something similar, and you have kind of reached a roadblock. Maybe you could understand the fundamentals of photography or video, and you can almost put it into play, but there's no real meaning behind it, or maybe you're just missing one thing. I don't know what that is. I mean, you're going to have to figure that out for yourself or have that feeling. But instead of spending it on another piece of gear, why don't you actually spend it on a workshop? There are a lot of places in small or large cities where if you have a camera store, they hold workshops. Now, some of these workshops are free and other ones could cost upwards of $150 to $200, but it actually gives you one-on-one critique and someone to work with to actually give you constructive criticism. I know a lot of the times you can post photos online and people go, amazing, great job, thumbs up, whatever it may be. But there's nothing really telling you what you could do better. Like, this is a great photo. If you had just done this, it would have been made it go to that next level. So shelling out that money that you would have normally put over to a new piece of gear, to knowledge that you could take from somebody, or maybe actual workshop. A friend of mine did a hike. It was a guided tour hike where they did bird photography, and the person would critique their photos, give them tips, talk about the different types of birds in the area, and things like that really stick with you and give you way more knowledge for a fraction of the cost. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed this video and you've actually taken something away from it besides going on YouTube and watching reviews and then picking up a lens and getting stuck again, something a little more tangible. I know spending money and the excitement of that is awesome, and I find myself thinking about it constantly too. But if we just kind of think outside the box a little bit and try a new spin on things, I think we can all agree that you'll get way better results. Anyways, that's it for me. My name is Dylan, and if you enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fantastic stuff, and we will see you in the next one. Take care.